Hope you guys have been enjoying everything that's been going on so far. We've only got a few more races left to go in the season, which includes Lowe's. We go to Texas, and then we, of course, wrap everything off in the Ford 400 at the end of the season in Homestead. And then hopefully you guys are going to stick around for season 4 when that officially drops. Because in season 4, a lot is changing. So much is going to change, actually. But anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about the point standings. Right now, we're currently behind, or I was about to say behind. Where's my head? We are currently ahead of Jeff Gordon in the standings. Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth, and Jeff Burton all are behind us. That is 3 Fords in the top 5, I might add. And I'm not looking too good because we are 1 point behind in the manufacturer's standings. When I say we're 1 point behind, I literally mean we're 1 point behind at the manufacturer's standings. It is impressive that we have been up here with basically me, Steven, and Joe winning at random times, but we still have our work cut out for us. A lot of work cut out for us, actually. So much so, we're about to head to Charlotte. And you guys remember Charlotte? Well, this time I'm ready to go, and I'm hoping that we can put together a good race. Why? Because we kind of need to. If we struggle at Charlotte, I don't know what our championship chase will look like, especially with the season about to wrap up. So without further ado, well, let's go racing. I'm making no changes to the car. I would have made some changes, but I feel like the car is going to be good enough in its current state. Hopefully I'm wrong, or hopefully I'm right and didn't just kind of screw myself for qualifying. But if I did, well, we'll just make the adjustment for the race. Definitely sounds like we are probably pushing way too much power down the straightaways, but that's okay. You know, the longer the car hangs in the red, the better. So close. I feel like my heart was about to drop coming into turn 1 and 2. So yeah, we're gonna have to adjust the engine up a bit. We're pushing too much power. This isn't Pontiac's power. This is my own power, I might add, since they don't support us anymore. Well, that's not what you want to hear. 27th, not good. Let's adjust the engine so we can keep it alive.
Coming to you live from the Mecca of Motorsports, Lowe's Motor Speedway, for tonight's NASCAR Winston Cup Series race, the UAW GM Quality 500. This is an awesome facility, isn't it?
A lot of these teams are based in this area, and this is a 2,000-acre dream come true for any NASCAR fan. I don't think there's a bad seat anywhere in this place, and there's always great racing to go along with it.
Alrighty, 27th is where we're rolling off. Got Mark Martin behind us in the mirror. Got the 23 car back there. Jeff Green's right here.
Number 38, top 5.
Gear ratios were adjusted,
That's another rearview mirror.
but it's okay, I think. I think the car will be a little bit better. I got Casey Kane in front of me, so I mean, theoretically speaking, if we do have a somewhat bad day at the track, it's not going to be the end of the world. We've got ourselves a little lead over some of the guys behind us in the standings, and I think things will be absolutely perfectly fine as long as we don't get, you know, caught up in somebody else's mess. I'm just hoping we don't get caught up in someone else's mess. So a couple of early laps here at Charlotte are just going to be kind of filling the car out. You know, I did no happy hour. I already knew I was going to have to adjust the gear ratio a bit. I knew the ratios were going to be a little off coming into today's race. I just didn't expect the car to be so tight into turns 1 and 2 here at Charlotte, but that's okay. I think it's mainly because, like, again, this car just has a really bad aero push when on the bottom and having cars on the outside. Had to baby the throttle or feather the throttle a little bit coming out of the corner so I didn't get into another Ford driver. I'm trying my best not to make many Ford drivers upset. I mean, yes, by the way, I know Mark Martin is down there. He's behind me. He's trying to get to me. I know this already. I can see his little arrow back there, but I'm not too concerned about him. I'm just trying not to make any more enemies of Ford drivers. Never know when I might need them as friends. I mean, Jeff Burton proved to us that much, didn't he?
He's gonna make things tough on him. 49, 42.
Keep running that line. That lap was fast.
Clear on both sides. The 19 car, top 5. Number 19.
All right, we've worked our way into 17th, which means we've got some kind of speed. I don't think it's a lot of speed, but we got speed.
The 2 car.
Got Rusty down on the outside. Got Kevin Harvick kind of dropping back too. Kind of interesting to see Harvick falling back here at a track that he's really good at.
Keep it up, buddy. Leader's running about 2.5
I think it's Jeff Gordon at the front of the field, by the way. I can't really tell because he's really pixelated if he is. But I'm definitely not trying to burn the tires off. I definitely feel like we can make a better charge to the front, but right now I just don't want to. Got Ricky Rudd mad at me just a little bit because I got into his door. And I guess he could see my car number, so that made him immediately upset. Oh, come on. 41 car, get out the way. You're not even in the chase, bro. Let the chase guy go by. What are you talking about taking care of the car for, crew chief? Oh, I'm in the wall. I'm getting spun. I'm into Ricky Rudd.
there, buddy. Good job. More tires won't help us. Be careful.
Well, I got hit by Dale Jr. and just absolutely hooked. Not bad. I mean, it's not good either. And we're back to 28th, which means we're literally back where we started here on lap 8. This is going to be a long race, isn't it? I'm not going to pit. And I'm behind Jeff Gordon in the standings. I think he is the leader. So if he were to win right now, he'd be the points leader, but it's fine. Oh, they said I was 28th. I guess I got promoted back to 18th. Okay, thanks, NASCAR. But now I've got an angry Dale Jr. and an angry Ricky Rudd around me. This race is going to go amazingly, isn't it? Got the rooster on the outside, but I think he's not going to do it. He hit me. He hit me immediately. Okay, well, I'm good. We're good. And then I got Dale Jr. getting into me. Thanks, Junebug. Definitely made the wrong people angry with me. Just got to get away from them. I think we'll be fine. I got a red right front corner of my car, which means that may be some debris that may just fall loose at some point. No telling what the rest of the cars are probably working with. Don't know if Ricky Rudd's got, damage either. Rear deck lid is still good, but the front nose, so the aerodynamics are all messed up. So now the car is a little bit loose in the middle of the corner. Not too bad, though. So I'm going to kind of work my way up the track a little bit, trying not to put as much steering input into it until we can get down to pit road and repair the damage. So that's all we need to do. Is just get down pit road, repair the damage, get 4 fresh tires on it, and then just try to salvage whatever we can. So today, I'll just have to make sure I don't wind up doing something dumb like speeding on pit road. As long as I don't speed on pit road, we should be good. I got Greg Biffle blocking.
The 16 car is down low. Still there.
Greg Biffle on my inside. I'm making this pass on the outside. Got him clear. That's good. And now I'm going to make a move on Rusty Wallace. Got up to Jimmy Johnson, who is kind of floundering back here in the top 10. Looks like he's about to fall out. I got underneath the 29 car. Did you guys see that? Like, I was underneath the 29 car. That dude's car flew into the air based on how, where I hit him. That is insane. Jimmy Johnson is trying to block me here down the straightaway. I'm all the way up near the wall and he's trying to block. Definitely doing that, doing that Hendrick job that he's got. He's a good guy. Don't get me wrong. Jimmy's great. I love Jimmy in real life. Great driver. Future 7-time champion, At the time, nobody knew that back in 2003. No one knew. I got Dale Jarrett blocking me like crazy. We've got Jamie McMurray up here in the top 10. Oh, I'm into Dale Jarrett. I'm sideways. Save it, save it, save it, save it. Oh my goodness. Is this race just going to be nothing but mistake after mistake? What was that? I was underneath Dale Jarrett and then the car we're going to go sideways, bro. That's crazy. Look at this. Look at this. Just got sideways. Just touched his rear bumper and I'm sideways. The damage on the car is really probably what's affecting this. I'm not going to pit. I have gained a few points on Jeff Gordon, but of course I'm still 22 back, which means I need to gain more positions. Also, all these cautions are not helping because I think theoretically we might actually get a little bit deeper into the fuel run. So I might actually pit sooner because we're 22 laps in and I just got the low fuel warning. Tires aren't worn, but if I pit sooner than everybody else, could I technically get an undercut? I mean, I might lose a lap coming down pit road. And of course, then I run the risk of a debris caution. That's a thing. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing something bold. Because the car is handling horribly because of this damage right now. And Dale Jarrett is so mad at me because I got on his rear bumper and spun out rather than him actually hitting me. So now Dale Jarrett is going to try to block me. And I said I needed to avoid making a... Well,
What an exciting finish.
Yeah, watching that last lap, I thought we were going to have a photo finish. That was really close.
The 53 car suffered some damage in this one and ultimately paid the price for it.
Well, you're bound to have bad days in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. The key is having a team that can put everything back together and continue forward at the same time. Those guys will be fine.
The 53 car now has one less friend in the garage area.
I'm not sure how this all got started, but now they have a little history on the racetrack. It'll be something to watch in the weeks ahead.
We're out of time for tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night.
I personally think that was by far the shortest race I think I've done in NASCAR Thunder 04. All things considered. Dale Jarrett hooked me in the right rear quarter panel, and that's what sent me into the wall. And honestly, that may have just doomed our chase hopes. That may have just damaged everything that we have. I think we still have one Speedway car, so I'm not too concerned about the car, but I'm concerned about the points. I'm concerned about the sponsor obligations. I'm not happy with the 88. I'm not happy with Ford in general. I can't believe they actually got me out of the race. This is by far the first time I think this has happened where I've been taken out by a manufacturer like this. I think I got taken out by Rusty Wallace back in season 2. I got taken out by Rusty Wallace at Darlington, but that was like in coincidental contact early in my career. Had some, damage and some DNFs in season 1, but I think we've mainly avoided a DNF in season 3 and season 4 so far. Well, sorry, I said season 3 or 4. I mean season 3. We mainly avoided DNFs. One that should have probably been a DNF at Dover, but we don't got to worry about Dover ever again. Okay, we're not gonna talk about Dover. Dover was a fluke. This one, not so much. Yeah, I'm not so happy about it. That doesn't make me happy. So the race standings are, well, ladies and gentlemen, John Andretti has won a race. He won after leading only 3 laps to beat Matt Kenseth at the photo finish. That says 0.02 seconds. That's a photo finish over Matt Kenseth. I wish I could have seen that. Okay, well, John Andretti wins. Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson, Brendan Gaughan, Sterling Marlin, Greg Biffle, Casey Kane, Ricky Craven, Elliott Sadler, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. round out your top 10. Where did Jeff Gordon finish? Where did Gordon finish 17th after leading 23 laps? We had so many different lead changes, 16 of them, 3 cautions for 11 laps. I guess I was the cautions. Yeah, Ford was out to get me today. That is very much obvious. Steven finishes 28th. Joe finishes 34th. I know he got involved in the accident, so he had coincidental contact. Me and Dale Jarrett sacrificed his car to take me out of the race for Ford. That's really what I just saw. Dale Jarrett was out. He finished 1 position ahead of me because he went further. That man flew through the air. Well, Time to head back to the shop and see if we even have sponsors coming out of this race. Well, I'm no longer first in the standings again. I'm now second in the standings to none other than Jeff Gordon, and Matt Kenseth is right behind me, breathing down my neck. So is Kurt Busch, Mark Martin, and a bunch of other guys. As a matter of fact, with the win, John Andretti now has a shot to get into the points lead. He's 153 back. He is not outside the realm of possibility to potentially catch himself a win here or championship. Like, guys, we are seeing something almost historical with John Andretti. The bad news is that we don't have anything good to report on the manufacturer standings, actually, which is going to suck because, well, we lost some points. We lost points to Ford. And we also lost points to Chevy. Chevy is now breathing down our neck. The good news is that with Ford getting ahead, they didn't get as many points as I kind of expected them to. And I think it was because of the very topsy-turvy, top 5 and top 10 for the most part, that kind of kept them off the boards for a lot of points. They could have really probably taken it away from me. And with Jeff Gordon struggling late in the race, the Chevy guys didn't pick up as many points either, which is why we didn't get past. Martinsville is next. That is a track that is the, of course, super famous paperclip. I don't know if we're going to have a good car for that because all we have is our generic stuff, and generic is not going to save us. The good news is that we'll have our road course stuff ready in time for the road course. The bad news is that we've got sponsors, but they ain't too happy. I don't think they're going to stick around after Martinsville if we don't shape up real fast. So, a short track is next, and I've got some people on my list that may deserve to get a little bit of payback. We'll see how that kind of goes. I definitely predict that I'm going to be putting Dale Jarrett into a wall or two. If you like today's video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. We've got some payback to dish out before the end of this season, and it's going to be coming at Martinsville. Be easy, everybody. Clean as you go.